Woohoo! Hello and welcome back. Wow. We are here together, and how good it is. I give each and every one of you a bow and a check-in. How are you? Holy smoke, I feel like I've been holding vigil for over a month. I always have my candles lit, but I've been feeding the wood stove, the fire, prayers. Each stick is a prayer as I've been kneeling before the fire. We have so much to be grateful for and to be humbled by. And every one of our prayers, our candles, our good wishes, moments like these, they matter. And right now, holding vigil matters. And also holding it with a light heart, because it's easy to sink in. And this passage reminds us of the Tao of Women and the beauty of being rooted and being the natural wonder that we are. So having a nice deep breath, preparing yourself to receive passage 51 from the Tao of Women. Preparing yourself to receive the wisdom that is here for you in this moment. Mother Nature. When seeking the Tao, look to Mother Nature. Rivers flowing to the seas, trees turning with the seasons, the earth bringing forth food, the cactus blooming in the desert. The wise woman instinctively clings to her roots. Following Mother Nature is the Tao of Women. Understanding in this way things are. Let's read that again and see what else is here. Mother Nature. When seeking the Tao, look to Mother Nature. Rivers flowing to the sea, trees turning with the seasons, the earth bringing forth food, and the cactus blooming in the desert. The wise woman instinctively clings to her roots. Following Mother Nature is the Tao of Women. Understanding is in the way things are. Understanding is in the way things are. Is in the Tao. So let's embody this practice. I invite you to clear your space, find your feet. Hands and feet together, humble bow. Releasing, letting go, softening, bowing even more. And when you're ready, feel your feet on the earth, your feet like roots, rooted into the earth as you inhale, drawing this earth energy up through your roots, through your legs, through your torso, through your spine, out through your shoulders, as you lift your head, your arms and hands open, you come into alignment with the Tao, and you step across the threshold into our sanctuary. The wise woman instinctively clings to her roots. So let's do that. Let's instinctively cling to our roots and open our stance. We're about to enter into the year of the horse, so my guess is we'll be doing a lot of horse stance. But for now, let's just open your stance, settle your weight, Let your tailbone drop to the earth. Let your knees open, your feet grip instinctively, cling to your roots. Let your feet grip the ground and spiral open as you settle. As you do, your spine lengthens, your shoulders open. There's a space between your armpits. Your crown lifts as your tailbone sinks. Bring your hands to your heart. Press your hands together. Let your knuckles rub into your chest. Feel this heart connection. A wise woman, the Tao of Women, is always a path of love. So anchor into your love, anchor into your body, anchor into your power and your presence as you cling to your roots, letting your presence and your weight deepen as you breathe into your low belly. And from here, letting your hands rest on your thighs, onto your knees, putting your gaze in front of you. We're going to move our body like a river. I just recently was in California where a river flowed to the ocean. And one of my teachers, Lee Holden, loves this form. He taught this form, and we did this form right where the river meets the ocean. So what you're going to do is you're going to shift your weight. Turn your hips and your waist, your spine moves, and then your head moves. Shift your weight, hips, spine, head. Shift, hips, spine, head, and you start to move like a river. Start to smooth this out as you shift. Feel your roots as you push off the floor. Let your roots move you. Energy flows through your spine up to your head, and then you keep exploring your body, your roots, your stance. Move your body like a river. This is a strong movement. I may be moving gentle and slow, yet I feel powerful and grounded. I feel rooted. Invite you to feel into your roots and let this river of life flow to you, through you, and all around you as you start to generate life force energy. Rivers are sources of power and generators of power. My feet keep slipping. So find a stance where you can feel rooted and strong. And your breath is natural. I notice I inhale to one direction, and then I exhale to the other direction. And just explore this movement. And if your feet keep slipping like mine, make your stance smaller. So it doesn't matter how wide you are. It's more how stable and rooted you are. And your legs are strong, and the top of your body is light. Following Mother Nature is the Tao of Women. As you flow through this sequence, feeling this river of life flowing up and down your spine, letting your body be the river banks, and the life force, and the chi be the river. I invite you to stay in the practice as you're flowing, and I'm going to read it to you one more time. Mother Nature. When seeking the Tao, look to Mother Nature. Rivers flowing to the sea, trees turning with the seasons, the earth bringing forth food, the cactus blooming in the desert. The wise woman instinctively clings to her roots. Following Mother Nature is the Tao of Women. Understanding is in the way things are. And so to cling to my roots, I'm going to adjust myself so I'm coming closer. You don't see my feet, but now I can sink down into this movement better. And the invitation is to let the form teach you. In what ways are you so easily rooting in to Gaia and receiving nourishment? In what ways are you so easily going with the flow? And in what ways are your feet slipping out from under you? In what ways are you unrooted, ungrounded? And how does that influence everything else? And what do you need to do to become rooted? You need to just shift your location a little bit, step forward a step. What does this river flowing to the ocean mean to you? Where can you soften into the flow even more? Where can you slow it down? Make it even smoother. And when I started saying this is a vigil, while it has nothing to do with that passage, where are you holding space for others? And how can you, being rooted with the river of life and the changing seasons, support you to be more supportive for others? And this is kind of a strong practice, so let's start to find our way back to the center and just hinge forward at your waist and just let your upper body pour toward the earth. Your hands may be touching your fingertips or your palms. Let your backs of your knees be soft so your back can open and relax. And just simply let yourself pour forward and let the earth hold you for a moment. As you breathe and soften. And when you're ready, bending your knees, clasping your hands, inhaling, rising up, pressing your hands up, leaning back, and opening out to the side, bringing your hands back to your heart, walking your feet together, shaking out your legs, shaking it out. letting it all, and your body is filled with rivers and streams, so just let your body come to a place of stillness for a moment and feel that work of you loosening up your spine, rooting into the earth, following the Tao, understanding the way things are. Hands gently rise and gently float down as we integrate and close our practice for today. Letting all this energy that we generated and cultivated with that movement, moving your body like a river, let all that energy that you cultivated in your spine and the strength in your legs that's circulating through your body now, let it circulate through your entire body and let it smooth out. And let's guide and direct that energy down into your dantian. And everything that needs to be released can go down through your legs into the earth. One more time. Harvesting and harnessing this energy that is in your body that you just generated, that heat, that warmth, that power. Skillfully drawing it to your lower dantian to be stored for later. And then from here, I want us to actually bring our hands up one more time. Your feet come together. You reach, reach. Tall and strong, since that was a big stretch we did. We stretched wide and we stretched down toward the earth. Now stretch up. Let your hands turn palm down. And now let the energy float down. Your hands float down naturally and gradually, letting gravity do the work. Everything below your hands is now even more going toward your dantian, and everything above your hands is clear, crystal clear waters. Your mind is bright, your heart is open. And now your belly, bring it to your belly. Ooh, there, even more. Stir it in, one direction and the other direction. Breathing here to your belly, feeling nourished by this practice, feeling nourished by the river, feeling nourished by nature. And together we bow, right hand makes a fist, shine bright, rise like the sun, eternal, radiant. And left hand covers it like the moon, also eternal, cyclical. Remember, you're always whole, even in your darkest hour. And together we bow. We bow to the Tao. We bow to the Tao of Women, Mother Nature, to our teachers' teachers, and the teacher within. And as we bring that back into our body, back into our heart, we do not store it in our heart, we store it in our belly as we step back across the threshold. We rub it in, we shake it off, and we carry this feeling with us throughout the day. And I would love to hear from you in the comments or in the conversation that follows. What did you receive from this practice? How are you flowing like the river? What does following Mother Nature mean to you? Let me know in the comments, loves. You know I love to hear it. And don't forget, you can always get a copy of this book. I'll see you here next week. And you could also learn a whole lot more in Qigong class. All right,